it just goes to show you that people just don't have critical thinking skills anymore. People just they drink any and every copious amount of Kool-Aid that's put before them. If they hear a talking point said by a peer, a friend, somebody they follow on social media, something they saw in their mainstream news, then it's a gospel truth to them. This does not bode well for the future of mankind, certainly for the future of this country. Good morning. I am RWP, and let's go to work. A couple of updates. I got a new phone. I do most of my videos from my phone. I had not had a phone upgrade in 8 years. So hopefully the audio and video will be better than what it has been. As I'm looking at it right here, the audio looks pretty crappy, but I am in very low light. It's early, it's relatively dark out still. How have you all been? I am okay, doing the best I can, living a quote-unquote bachelor life. Mrs. RWP and little RWP are out of town since last Wednesday, and they will not return until Saturday. So anyway, I've done a couple of videos already. One I scrapped on my own over the weekend. I just wasn't pleased with it. One I did yesterday afternoon. I thought was pretty good, but I had some corrupt file error when I went to upload it. So tried it several times. Don't know what's up with that. I'm not going to recreate that video, but one of the things that I talked about was this Nord Stream pipeline 1 and 2. And I had a lot more to say about it yesterday, and I had notes. I had done a little research, but y'all should look into that if you haven't already, if you don't know much about it already. There is pretty strong suggestion that our current administration, United States administration, had something to do with that. If not, did it all together. Blew it up. It was threatened as much by none other than the president and some other high-ranking folks in that administration. So between that and between also what our illustrious president, on a lesser but still is impossible to believe, understanding, wants the Atlanta Braves to change their names, baseball team. Between the one extreme and the other, and then put in all the dummies and BS in between, it just goes to show you that people just don't have critical thinking skills anymore. People just, they drink any and every copious amount of Kool-Aid that's put before them. If they hear a talking point said by a peer, a friend, somebody they follow on social media, something they saw in their mainstream news, then it's a gospel truth to them. This does not bode well for the future of mankind, certainly for the future of this country. We have a duty to continue to not only prepare, like this is a preparedness channel. We prepare. You put things up, you learn skills, you gather, you grow, you mend, all of these things. But we've got a duty to not only continue doing those things and to do what we can in our own communities to make things better, to create a better world and better educate people, share the truth, share the gospel, share, information. But we must teach our children. We must raise our children in such that they will understand, that they will be somewhat isolated on their own to a degree is what I'm trying to say. They will be a small fish in a big pond. You know, most of the other children are going to be products of their parents, and most of adults are products of this news cycle and sound bit cycle like I was just talking about. So the kids are going to be the same. We have a duty to make our kids different and to make them understand that they're going to seem different to the rest of them, and that that's okay, you know, and that they have a duty just like we do to then carry that torch to their children and their peers. And perhaps down the road, our children and our children's children will begin to see things change and see things, you know, get better. I don't think we'll see it in at least in my lifetime, you know. I think what we'll see is us doing what we can to impart that wisdom and that information onto our children. I plan on growing up a fine one myself, and I pray that I'm right, you know. But he's a good boy. He is. He's a good boy. Smart. Still has his innocence intact. I'm going to protect that as long as I can, because the world will show its ugly face to him soon enough. So, but he's going to be as prepared as possible. Again, that's part of preparedness. Not only your food, water, medical, but your mental, the strength of your brain, of your psyche, of mental acuity, I think is what I was looking for. But it's early yet, and I haven't had coffee yet, so. And I don't know how mentally acute I am. But anyway, so that's what we're tasked with. Among other things, among all of your other duties, like getting up and going to work every day, paying your mortgage, walking the dog, whatever, you know. Anyway, that's it for now. RWP, I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.